Hi, in this video I'm going to solve this example of this quotient, but it may not look like it at first glance, but actually we can apply quite nicely this formula for the integration by parts. We only have to do one trick. Essentially, we are dividing over e raised to the x, so we have to manipulate the expression in a way that we get a multiplication. So basically what I'm going to do this. I'm going to move upwards this e to the x. Let's move it like this, would be times e to the minus x dx. There it is. And now I'm going to apply the u times v prime, which I'm going to say, well, I'm going to name all this to be u. So I'm going to write it like this. Oh. So u is going to be 2 times x squared plus 3 times x plus 20, and I'm going to name v to be I'm going to name v prime to be my e to the minus x. Now the thing is, I'm not going to actually solve it using the long version of this formula. I'm going to actually use the shortcut, which is the tabular method. So I'm going to write my table. I'm going to look like this. Here we have my, on the left I'm going to have my u, and on the right I'm going to have my v prime, and I'm going to take the derivative of u, which is, I'm going to write here first, 2 times x squared plus 3 times x plus 20, my v prime, which is e to the minus x. There it is. So with the u, I'm going to take the derivative of this expression, which is pretty simple. I'm going to get here 4 times x plus 3. Now I'm going to take the derivative again, it would be 4. I'm going to take the derivative again, it would be 0, and then I stop there. Now I'm going to do the same with the v prime, but I'm going to take a antiderivative of this e to the minus x. The antiderivative of e to the minus x would be minus e to the minus x. So if I take the antiderivative again, I will have minus e to the minus x. So I will get e to the minus x, all positive. I'm going to do it again, and I'm pretty sure you would notice very clean pattern. There it is. So let's see. From there, I'm going to multiply the first term times this one. That's a very ugly arrow. There it is. And the second one times this other one. Then the third one times this one. That's the multiplications going. I'm trying to draw these arrows as nicely as possible. There it is. Now, what about the signs? What about the signs? I'm going to write in different colors so it'll be better noticed. This operation is going to be positive, this is going to be negative, and this is going to be positive. So we're going to write this down. I'm actually going to continue just below here. I'm going to cut this through and I'm going to well, it's going to be here. I'm going to write here the v prime, which was the v prime. There it is. I'm going to continue down here to solve this out. Well, let's see. The first term would be first u, which is 2 times x squared plus 3 times x plus 20, and will be plus this minus e to the minus x. I'm going to copy it all and then I'm going to simplify it afterwards. So it'll be minus, the second term is minus, negative, because we have this minus on the second multiplication. So it's going to be here 4 times x plus 3 times the second one is going to be again e to the minus x, and then the third term is going to be positive, so it's plus, this is this is 4 times, I'm going to write it this way, minus e to the minus x. There it is. Now let's simplify this out. I mean, this negative sign, I'm going to move it up front. It's going to be minus this whole term, 2 times x squared plus 3 times x plus 20, times e to the minus. I'm going to write this e to the minus x on the denominator just in one step, just because this one looks nicer. There it is. It's going to be, then the second term is going to be negative as well. Be minus, so probably 4 times x plus 3 will be all over this e to the minus x. I'm going to move it downwards. There it is. And then this minus is going to affect this positive sign, so it will turn into this. So it's going to be 4 over e to the x. And this would be, oh, sorry, this could be plus c as well. Plus c. And, well, that would be it with this example. I'm just going to move down this negative sign because I'm kind of obsessed with things to look nicer. There it is. Here's the equal. So, well, in a sense, this is this example.